Socke versus DDE, with Socke taking an early lead with incredibly fast Colossus.
Yeah, a bit of a build order loss, but overall, that should be out of the mind of DDE. There was nothing he did wrong there. It was simply build A, lost to build B. There was nothing more you can do there. They're kind of unfortunate. Clean the slate. Let's go. Game 2.
Yeah, he did what he could have done, which was, let's try and hit the timing attack before the Colossus comes out.
Yeah.
He missed the Colossus because the Colossus was moved forward towards the ramp. It was not really his fault. Like I said, you're right, there's really nothing he could have done there. Whatever the case, here we go. DDE, he's in the red trunks, and he is playing Terran to the north of this particular map, versus his opponent, Socke. He is in the yellow trunks, and he is playing Protoss to the east. And now that Protoss has won a game in this series, the chat can now start talking about how OP Protoss is. And then if DDE wins, they can talk about how OP Terran is. It's going to be great. Looking forward to it.
Indeed, and just thinking about that timing a little bit more, it's like, it was so funny. One gateway, robotics bay. That's what it was. One gateway and expand at the same time. It is so risky. Very, very risky. And even if Socke, because nobody plays that style, if Socke built a regular one gate, double gateway, then robo, then robotics bay, the timing, the push out from DDE is completely fine. He just was not prepared.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Thermal Lance was done by the time he got there. That was unexpected.
You don't expect that to happen, no. The Thermal Lance following up and the Colossus there, it is kind of scary, isn't it?
Indeed it is. And it is. There's nothing you can do, to be honest. All right, meantime, 13 gateway from Socke, very similar to as we've seen White Rod do every single game against TLO.
Yep.
And that shows a sign of being comfortable. You usually see people who go 12 gate feel a little bit uncomfortable early game, and they'll just want to get the units out that little supply faster. Meanwhile, DDE is going to go refinery this game, so he's not going to go for a super, super, super fast command center. Though, DDE's style is based around that fast command center, so he's probably going to go like one barracks expand from here.
Yeah, we'll see if that works out for him. A little bit of scouting action going on right there as Socke does a little bit of harassment. Tiny, tiny, irritating little probe. They're gnats. They're horrible, evil insects. What can I say? I hate probes. I've got a long history of hating probes, and honestly, that's never going to change.
It's never going to change, no matter where I play, how I play.
Yeah, I'm horribly prejudiced against probes, and you know what? I'm fine with that.
SCVs can't repair straight off the bat with no help. Drones do it very, very slowly.
Yep, they need help from their friends. They're a very cooperative kind of creature. And I can support that. I feel that that's a very, very healthy thing to do. It promotes family values. Whereas probes, well, basically, they dump down a building and then they run away, which to me does not promote family values at all. In fact, I think that is just working at the core of society and nibbling it away very slowly. It's horrible. I don't like Protoss. Here's a factory. Enjoy.
Yes. Factory very early on, and the second refinery. This can be a couple of things, but it's definitely not going to be early barracks pressure for sure. He can go into Cloak Banshees from here. He can go into 1-1-1 from here.
Yep.
There's a lot of different options for DDE on the table right now. Socke, on the other hand, has no idea what's going on. Absolutely no idea. He's chrono boosting the Stalker out so he can get rid of the SCV, and also poke at the front of the ramp. When he goes to the front of the ramp, he's going to kind of ask himself, do you have a Marauder, yes or no? If yes, okay, you have a tech lab on the barracks. If no, where's the gas?
Where's the
Come
gas?
on, tell me, DDE, what are you doing?
Yep, that was a really early double gas from DDE as well, and we're going to see that's directly into it. That is the 1-1-1 build right there, but an interesting variation on it. This could be Banshees. It could
Stargate. Wow.
Both of these guys going a little bit crazy at the moment. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Gateway right there. One gate, Stargate approach, and will that SCV scout it?
No.
No, absolutely not. Not going to happen. Socke putting that in a really, really good position. What did Socke learn? Not a lot, other than his opponent has nothing but Marines. It could be that mass Marine style that we did see from DDE versus White Raw, or it could be something else. And DDE is doing an incredibly good job of hiding that right now. That said, Stargate's going to find out what's going to be happening very, very shortly. It can easily pop out a Phoenix, which is exactly what's happening, and Phoenix is built so incredibly fast.
So we're looking at 1-1-1 here, Raven, Tank, and so on, and it's interesting that he's gone for the Phoenix. Phoenix is such a large gamble to do so. And he's going to go in there and see this. The best way to play now is you kind of don't build a Banshee. You kind of have to build Medivacs, probably.
Yeah.
It's going to be a better follow-up rather than the Banshee here. You kind of build a Banshee if your opponent goes for fast Colossus or something, or just regular gateway units. But if he's going to go for this, you have to go and get Medivacs out for sure. So we are going to see 1-1-1 from DDE. How good is Socke against defending it? I mean, if we think back to, I think he played against his style against Puma, if I remember, in Intel Extreme Masters, and it didn't work out so well for him there. We'll have to see how he does now.
Yeah, it's a really, really strong approach. There's no doubt about that. Phoenix is able to pick off a couple of SCVs nice and easy and then move out. He does gain some information. He sees Tech Lab on the starport. He sees Tech Lab on the factory as well. So he's got to be thinking, oh, wait a second. Yes, I recognize this build. This is something perhaps that I'm a little bit fearful of. He's going to add on another gateway right there. And he's still going to expand regardless against this.
And we do have that Medivac on the way. The thing is with Phoenix is why they're so good is because they can harass. They keep the Terran player in the base, and as soon as he moves out, you keep on harassing. Phoenixes are like the fastest unit in the game.
Yep.
So they are able to come back and defend in the nick of time. So that's basically what we're going to be seeing here. If he can pick up a tank and notify that the Marines are far away, that would be fantastic. But, you know, it's going to take a long time to kill a tank with just 2 additional Phoenixes. But he is making more. You know, we're at 5 now. Oh, it cancels the 5th one. So we're at 4, and that's it for now.
He might want to kill the Raven, because as I say, Ravens are light units. They die really fast to Phoenix. So if he's able to snipe off the Raven, then that's a lot of gas that was invested. And that's exactly what he's going to try and do. However, DDE is having none of that. They're able to delay the supply depot just a little bit, take another SCV, try to perhaps draw the Marines away from that Raven so he can come around. But there's now a Viking on the field as well. So he'll probably have to sacrifice at least 1 Phoenix for that Raven. And 2 Phoenixes for a Raven. It's not a bad trade, but it's not a great one either.
I don't like the Twilight cancel here. I really don't like that, to be honest, because I pure and hate that. I don't like that, Socke, because the attack's going to come before anything is upgraded from this. So it's a complete waste of money. As you can see now, the push is coming out. So why would you get the Twilight cancel and expand? And, oh, he actually cancelled the robotics facility, so...
Interesting.
That's interesting indeed, yeah. I was going to say, you don't want to do all 3 at once. He's got the Twilight cancel, but it's not going to help him whatsoever here. He wants to get Zealot charge out, but it's not going to be in time.
No,
it would have been better just another round of units, to be honest.
Yeah, I have to think that this is for a counter-attack. It's as simple as that. He wants to try and get this out. Did he just cancel it? Yes, he did, because he saw the push coming in. Maybe he wasn't expecting the push that early, because that immediate reaction was to cancel Zealot charge so that he could get another round of units, like you said. And that's going to be a bit of a problem, because DDE has got a number of SCVs into the mix right here. The tanks without siege mode. Quick pickup of the tanks, which is good. That at least gets the DPS out of there for the time being. Can't kill them, but he can nullify them for a while. The question is, can he actually hold against this? There's a lot of Marines taking a lot of fire from a lot of different places at the minute, and that bunker has not gone up just yet. And there's another nice grab. However, the Phoenixes are now out of play, and those tanks are still alive, and that's a big problem when you have only Stalkers.
Siege mode's on its way now as well. Bunkers up. This is so tough now. Medivacs, 3 Medivacs. Shouldn't have gone for Twilight Cancel there. Big mistake from Socke, and it looks like DDE is going to pull back this second game.
Yeah, he very well might. It was a powerful build, and that Nexus is, of course, highly vulnerable, but DDE looks like he's just going to go for the throat immediately, doesn't want to get any more warpins, go right for that main line, destroy the production facilities, take out the pylon. Oh, wow, that is taking out a lot of gateways. GG, as soon as that pylon goes down, ladies and gentlemen, DDE coming right back with a strong 1-1-1 build, and Socke making potentially a strategic misstep to allow DDE to take that game.